Super Bowl to the New England area 3 times in 2001, 2003, and 2004. I want to welcome Bill Belichick. So, Coach, this is my first formal interview, so go easy on me. I guess my first question would be, what do you like, what don't you like about the media, and what questions don't you like them to ask? So I think I get that out of the way first. On a serious note, this year you played in the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am, and happy to say he made the cut and finished 3rd in the Pro-Am with touring professional Ricky Barnes. Were you nervous playing at Pebble Beach?
Yeah, absolutely, because you're out there hitting your own shot. There's no team involved. It's all on you. And of course, you can hear the CBS guys on the background coming down saying, get a camera down here. Belichick's in the water. Hurry up! It puts a little more pressure on you. Those 2-footers look like they're about 13.
One day you wore your hoodie while you were out there playing. Was that just to kind of keep you in your own element, keep you calm while you're out there?
Yeah, it's a tradition for me on the 17th hole, par 3 there, when they analyze your swing and all that, and they tell you all the things you're doing wrong. Yeah, that's the day I put on the hoodie for 17 and 18.
You have quite a knack, I think, for taking a no-name type player, at least no-name to me, and having some ability of turning him into a superstar. What type of characteristics do you look for when you're about to sign a player?
Well, it's a really pretty complicated process, but there are a lot of things that go involved. Obviously, talent's part of it, but also the player's ability to improve, and they usually focuses on 2 things. One is intelligence, or his ability to understand what you're telling him to do, and 2 is work ethic. So, if we can find a talented player that can understand the coaching that he gets and is willing to work hard, then he should improve and he should reach his full potential. So, depending on his talent level, we'll see how long that takes.
Is there some special characteristic in all athletes and all sports that make them a good competitor?
Well, probably just that, the love of competition, not really worrying about what else is out there, but just trying to do their best, trying to block out anything that's negative, like a bad call or a bad play or a bad shot or whatever it is, just focusing on the next opportunity and making the most of that.
This is a little bit of a loaded question, but what's your favorite golf course and why?
Right here, because of the pro.
Right in. Now, on a serious level, is Sankaty your favorite? You have a couple others.
I mean, it doesn't get much better than this, especially on a day like this, which I appreciate you ordering up this day for us today. Hey, mark a hand for that one. Yeah, 2 years we're gonna bench you from that. Yeah, it doesn't get much better than this. I've had an opportunity to play a lot of great courses in this country, and there are a million of them out there, but it's nothing better than being home.
The media referred to your schedule as the easiest schedule this year in the NFL. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, every year, we just, whoever's on the schedule, we got to play whenever those games are, and I think every year we look at who everybody thinks the good teams are going to be, and who everybody thinks the teams that aren't so good are going to be. And it seems like by the end of the year, there's about 4 or 5 teams that are in the playoffs playing for championships that nobody thought would be there, and all the ones that or some of the ones that everybody picked as the teams to beat, like last year's Eagles, for example, aren't even in the playoffs. So, I don't think the predictions at this time of year really mean much. How teams are playing in the fall and how they meet the challenges and how their teams come together between now and then. There's a lot of time, a lot of football that gets played over the course of the season. So, again, even the schedule itself, it's not so much who you play, it's when you play them. And, you can play a team who's missing a couple key players, and they're not the same team as another team that you're playing that's really playing well at that particular time of year, even though their record might not reflect it. But during that particular stretch that you happen to play in, that could be, some of the best football they played all year. So, it's really tough to talk about how difficult or easy a schedule is. It all comes down to, as we know in the NFL, whoever plays better on any given Sunday, that's the team that's winning. It's not the team has the most all pros or has the most, best record or whatever it is. It all comes down to, one day of performance. And that's what we just try to focus on, to get the most out of ourselves in each opportunity.
I know there's some players on the Patriots that like golf as well. Who's the best player out there, and what would be like a perfect foursome of Patriot players?
Well, that's a good question. I haven't played with a lot of those guys. I've just heard about some of their games. Some of the guys that we've had. I mean, Bruschi likes to play, Brady likes to play. I think Corey Dillon's the guy that we want to stay off the course with. He's a great football player for us, but a lot of guys, these guys are just picking it up. They played sports in high school, football, basketball. A lot of them are baseball players, and then they get into the NFL, have a little free time in the spring, start taking up golf, and so it can be a little wild at times. But I know Welker got some lessons a couple years ago, and he ended up winning the Patriots Charitable Foundation tournament. So it might have been a little, whoever has the eraser on the pencil usually wins those. But his game improved a lot in hurry.
I know you've had a lot of special moments in the NFL. Is there one particular moment that's the most special?
The championships, of course. I have 3 championships in New England. It's like having 3 kids. They're all special. They're all great. They're all unique. You appreciate all of them. And of course, the 2 with the Giants. Even though we don't like to talk about the Giants right now. The 86 and 90 championship teams there were pretty special for me personally. But there's nothing better than a championship game to cap off a great season. And we've had a lot of great seasons. In my 12 years of the Patriots, but certainly the championship ones are the ones that you always remember.
And my final question is, of all the players you've coached, what player do you feel that you got the most out of their athletic ability? Like if he was an average athlete, you turned into a great player. Any particular player you can think of?
There's certainly a lot of guys you could probably put in that category. If I had to pick one, I'd probably say Troy Brown. Troy was a tremendous player for us, and in everything he was asked to do offensively, we asked him to play defense, even though he never played before. Put him on guys like Isaac Bruce and Oz Hakeem and guys like that when St. Louis had their greatest show on turf, and then his ability in the return game, like return punt for a touchdown in the Pittsburgh AFC Championship game, covering kicks. Returning kicks, playing defense, playing offense. He had some, think about those Super Bowls, he had some great plays there in the Super Bowl and championship games that were over. So, he had the catch at 7 to touch there and 7 the field goal in the first Super Bowl against New Orleans. Had the great catch on 3rd and 15 and put us in position when we beat Carolina, 4 branches catch and field goal. And his defensive play in the kicking game. So.
Great, Coach. Thank you very much for your time here. And also all your contributions to the Boys and Girls Club, and in particular this program. We appreciate you and Linda both playing, and hope you'll be back next year.
Well, I hope so too, Mark. And, thank you and the Boys and Girls Club for putting on such a great outing. I know we all had speaking for all of us, we all had a great day out here today. And it's a terrific tournament, a great venue. And you guys do it in first class way. So thanks for the opportunity to be here.